What if a letter knew you better than anyone else ever could? Émile lives surrounded by books, but his own life remains unread. A quiet Parisian bookseller, he believes love belongs to fiction, not to him, until one day a letter slips out of an old book. It speaks to him, to his fears, to the silence he's been hiding in. Someone has seen him. Someone has been waiting. Every word pulls him closer to a choice he has avoided his entire life: to answer. Because answering the letter means risking everything he uses to feel safe, and discovering that the most dangerous love is the one brave enough to be read. Will he find the courage to respond before the story closes forever?
If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps keep these stories alive. Thank you for being here.
Émile lived surrounded by stories, yet none of them were his. At 34, he owned a small, dust-scented bookshop tucked away on a narrow Parisian street where the sun arrived late and left early. His days were quiet, predictable, arranging shelves, repairing old spines, recommending novels he loved but had never lived. Love, for Émile, belonged to fiction. He had once believed in it. Once. Now he believed in silence. One rainy afternoon, while cataloging a shipment of second-hand books, Émile opened a worn copy of the Odyssey. A folded envelope slipped out and landed at his feet. The paper was yellowed, the ink faded but careful. It began with a single line: "If you are reading this, then courage has finally found you." Émile froze. The letter spoke of a man who hid behind books, who feared rejection more than loneliness, who believed himself invisible. Each sentence felt impossibly precise, like a mirror held up to his soul. At the end, no signature, only a date and a promise. One day, you will answer me. Émile told himself it was coincidence, someone else's letter, someone else's pain. Yet that night, he barely slept. The words echoed in his mind, stirring something he had buried long ago: hope. He locked the letter in a drawer and swore to forget it. But stories, like love, refuse to stay hidden. The next morning, Clara walked into the shop. She had always been there, quiet, observant, choosing poetry and leaving without a word. Today, however, she lingered. "You look like someone who found something unexpected," she said softly. Émile almost laughed, almost confessed. Instead, he nodded. "Sometimes," Clara added, "the bravest thing isn't finding the story, it's stepping into it." Her eyes met his. Something ancient passed between them. Days passed. Émile reread the letter obsessively. Then he noticed something new: references to the shop, to specific editions, to moments only a regular visitor could know. The letter hadn't come from the past. It had been waiting. Driven by a courage he didn't recognize as his own, Émile placed a blank notebook on the counter with a sign: "For letters never sent." It was his answer to the world. Letters appeared. From strangers, from lovers, from broken hearts. And one night, a new letter, written in the same careful handwriting. "You finally spoke." Émile's hands trembled. He replied. They exchanged words without names, fears without faces. Each letter stripped away another layer of fear. Each page drew him closer to someone who saw him completely. Still, doubt remained. What if reality shattered the magic? One evening, Clara returned the notebook to the counter. "I think this belongs to you," she said. Their eyes locked. In that moment, Émile understood. The letter had never been a coincidence. It had been an invitation. Fear surged, fear of losing the dream, fear of being seen. But heroes are born at the edge of fear. "I was afraid you'd never answer," Clara whispered. Émile smiled, tears burning his eyes. "I was afraid I wasn't worthy of the letter." She took his hand. "You were always the story." Their love was not perfect. It was real, messy, brave, alive. They spoke openly, argued gently, dreamed fiercely. The bookshop changed. So did Émile. 1 year later, Émile published a small book, Letters Never Meant to Be Read. It wasn't a bestseller, but it saved lives, including his own. Every night, Émile and Clara closed the shop together. Every night, they left a light on for late readers, lost souls, and letters still waiting to be written. Because love, like a story, begins the moment someone dares to answer.
If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. It truly supports the channel and helps more stories find their way to the right heart.